Hey everybody, Doward here. Welcome to my workshop. It is December 15th, 2014, and I have 10 days to finish rebuilding an ATV for my goddaughter before Christmas. I went on Craigslist and I grabbed a couple of these little ATVs. I picked up 3 of them actually. One of them has exploded into parts. So what I've done here is I actually disassembled the 3rd ATV that was sitting in this area. It's a little TaoTao 110D. It's got the front and rear rack and all on there. Stripped it completely down. We're sandblasting, powder coating the frame, cleaning it all up. I'm going to show you the hardware here in a second. It's all rusted up, so I'm replacing it all with stainless steel hardware all throughout it. I'm basically hoping to put together something for her on the cheap that will be better than new when it's all done. Now I'm sure we're going to probably get a little flack for this. These little Chinese ATVs are basically throwaways, as a lot of people will tell you. They have a lot of different problems. They're not put together very well, that kind of deal. Bolts rattle out of them. You can look around YouTube and you'll see all kinds of bad negativity about them. And here we have one of the engines out of one of them, out of the little TaoTao 110D. And the whole reason I'm refurbishing this instead of just buying another one for $700-800, I picked the entire thing up for $100, and I'm going through, stripped it completely down, sandblasting the frame, powder coating the frame, cleaning everything up, rebuilding the engine. Going to go ahead and blueprint it, make sure everything is just perfect for it. And I know what you're probably thinking, why, Doward? Why would you bother rebuilding one of these little Chinese ATVs? They're throwaways. You know, the paint on the frame doesn't last, it just chips right off, and then the frame itself rusts up real quick. You can see what the hardware does. The hardware just turns to rust and mush. So I mean, why would you even bother? Between powder coating the frame, stainless steel hardware, blueprinting the engine, I'm hoping to have something that's better than new for her. Especially as far as this Chinese, these little Chinese ATVs go. See, the paint on the frame is notorious for coming off. By powder coating the frame, I won't have to worry about that anymore. I'll make sure I put all stainless steel bolts and hardware back in here. I'll make sure this thing is she's 9 years old. She's gonna tear this thing up. She's gonna beat on it. It's gonna get left outside, I'm sure. Well, the way I see it, I don't wanna increase, I've got 3 of these little guys well, two and 1 exploded. So I've got 2 of these guys sitting over here, one all taken apart, of course, over getting sandblasted and powder coated. What are we gonna do? Throw these things away? I mean, they're perfectly decent little machines with a little bit of work in them. I don't see any reason to increase the amount of crap getting just scrapped out there. I'd rather actually see this, get put to use. The way I see it, anybody with a checkbook can pull it out and write down some numbers. It takes some skill to actually rebuild this. Not only that, even if I went out and bought a brand new one, does it come with a powder coated frame? No. Does it come with stainless steel hardware? No. Is the motor blueprinted? No. So I'm gonna go through, clean everything up, get this all ready for them. Like I said, I got 10 days to do it. So I'm gonna try to do some updates on this kind of as I go and try to get these up, because I've got other projects going on too, and I've got other things I gotta take care of as well. I've got my son's F-150 Power Wheels that I got from Toys R Us that I'm really looking forward to doing some modifications on that. We're gonna paint it up, clean it up. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'll show you guys some of the engine. So you can see I've already got the flywheel off. This has the 28mm external thread. I had to get the Motion Pro puller, pull that off there. Next, I got to pull the clutch off, and I had to get one of these little clutch tools. Had to come in, picked it up all off Amazon. See, I've got the head and all off here. I'm going to clean everything down real well. The whole engine's kind of a mess. I've got a new gasket set and everything for it already. We'll get it all cleaned up. Head gasket over there with the timing pulley, the cam. Not going to do anything with the motor. She's 9 years old. She's never had a quad or anything like that. Just going to basically get this thing running nice and smooth for her, and we'll play with hopping it up down the line.